Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning briefing. It is so great to be here with you all. I can't thank you enough for spending some time with me. And guess what? Back there is our dear friend Eddie Leland. So I know you're watching me, but keep your eyes on Eddie because we'd like to see him get his first fish here in the surf this year. Before the year ends up, and you're going to be able to watch him hopefully pull a nice fish out of it. He just hooked one not too long ago and it came off, so we're hoping that he is going to get the job done. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning here. I'm with Eddie. My friend Bob Gifford is here also, and we're just enjoying this glorious sunrise here in Surfside, California. Remember, we are sandwiched between Seal Beach and Huntington Beach. If you're coming to us from around the world, we get messages from you in Taiwan, in Mexico, and Costa Rica. We've had some messages from folks down in South America, all around this great world. People are enjoying. Is he on? Are you on? He's got a fish, everybody. Let's see what it is. I'm stoked. Yeah! Hey, Eddie, bring it over here. That is a freaking nice barred perch. Eddie, come here. Keep coming, buddy.
Life's good. Woo!
I'm stoked. Nice barred perch. Get up here. Good job, man.
Oh, Phil, I'm so glad you talked me into this.
Oh, Eddie.
We did it.
I
got bit. I didn't want to say anything.
Show that baby up there.
That is a nice one.
I'm proud of you, man. Way to go.
Right on.
Woo! What a way to start the morning briefing. Eddie, good job. All right, so we got one. Eddie's got one. He's happy. I'm happy. And all your thoughts and prayers for Eddie are so deeply appreciated. You guys are number one. We couldn't have choreographed that any better. What a beautiful moment. Nice going. Hey, Bobby. Woo!
Yeah, that's a big one, dude.
I know. It's a nice bar perch. All right. Hey, I got to get you caught up here. I'm all screwed up here on the morning briefing because I'm so excited right now. What a moment. What a way to celebrate Christmas. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing that was. Can you see Eddie back there? He's so stoked about that fish. It's awesome. All right, let me get into this with you all. Please give us a like this morning. It would be so great if you could do that. We deeply appreciate that. Also, if you could share these videos, if you like them, that would be great. Also, thank you for doing that. Really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, tick the bell, and you'll be notified when there is new content. Fantastic, man. That's all I could say. All right, let me take you south of the border, down to Cabo San Lucas and San Jose del Cabo, where the bite is excellent down there. Pisces Fleet out of Cabo. Sean Morgan, our buddy who runs a yacht out of San Jose del Cabo. Still, just copious amounts of Dorado and beautiful striped marlin right now. The fishing has been, spectacular down there. And Sean Morgan has been fishing literally a half a mile outside of the harbor in San Jose del Cabo. It has been wonderful. So really, really great stuff going on down there in that neck of the woods. We get you about 140 miles south of the border, Tijuana and San Isidro. That's in California, everybody. And down about 140 miles, there's a little town called San Quintin. And if you ever go to El Faro restaurant, man, they make a heck of a filet mignon for a great price down there. But I digress. Fishing out there at San Martin Island, excellent. We were catching yellowtail, lots of excellent rockfish. Daniel Powell, who knows that area way better than I do, was talking about a couple of banks along the coast that have been producing yellows and great bottom fishing. It has been spectacular. So really good fishing down there. And then our friends there at Blackfin Sport Fishing and Punta Banda, they continue to catch great rockfish down there on the Soledad Bank off of Santo Tomas. Excellent fishing for lings and reds and bocaccio and treefish and sheep's head and whitefish and a partridge in a pear tree. Couldn't resist. So once again, really good fishing down there in that neck of the woods. And the weather is gorgeous. I mean, I don't know if you can, well, of course you can. You can see how gorgeous it is here right now. It is beautiful. And it's beautiful down there on the Baja coast also. Punta Banda area, those whole zones have been fantastic. So good stuff going on in that neck of the woods also. All right, Tanner Bank, what can I tell you? That bite continuing very, very strong. Now, those fish out there are starting to get bigger. We were catching almost predominantly 18 to 25 pounders. Now, those fish are in the minority. The majority of the fish are, I want to say 30 to 50 pounds. Beautiful grade of bluefin tuna. And how many times in the history of sport fishing in Southern California has there been this kind of a bite on bluefin tuna? I don't think it's ever been this good in terms of recorded history. It's a magnificent December. The water temp's cold out there. You know, it's like 58, 60 degrees, but there is so much squid there and everywhere else for that matter that those bluefin are not going anywhere, and they are biting really, really well. Fluorocarbon is what you have to use to get a bite. Now, Trevor on the Freedom says don't go any lighter than 40 pound, and he is absolutely right because the casualty rate has been horrendous. We've been losing a lot of fish due mostly to chew-offs. Bluefin have teeth, and they will chew you off, and the longer you're on them, the more likely it is something will go wrong. So if you can get a bite on the 40, do it. Now, you may have to drop down. And that's when you talk to your crew guys and say, hey, should I drop down? If you have live squid or fresh dead squid, you more than likely won't have to do that, okay? You'll be okay, but you may have to drop down. I would talk to crew members. I don't want to usurp their authority here and tell you, yeah, go out there and fish 20 pound, and then they're ready to murder you when you lose 10 fish or you're on a fish for 16 hours. So check with them. But in most cases, the 40 fluoro is working well. Live squid or fresh dead. If you're fishing sardine, and the boats have that, you're going to have to choose a really good eye bait, and you will have to drop down like to 25 pound on the fluoro to get a bite. But really excellent fishing. Some boats getting their 2 fish per angler limits. So it's been really, really good. Other guys with a good splash of fish out there, and they're all catching rockfish in addition to that. So how in the heck can you beat that? I'm telling you, it's really one heck of a December as it is right here at the beach. Surfers are starting to come out now. I see some friends coming down and jogging down on the beach. So it is just a glorious morning here. Tanner Bank still a safe bet. I think that's going to bite right through the new year. We have a little bit of wind popping up on us. It's very temporary and it's not that much out there. And we're expecting 80-degree weather on Christmas. Something tells me, Eddie, you're going to be back on Christmas morning to catch a fish before you open your presents. He's over here getting some bait ready. He's on a roll. In fact, he had an old lobster in his freezer that he's breaking out. He's going to see if he can catch something on a piece of lobster down here. That would be really unique, let me tell you. So great stuff going on here. Great stuff out on Tanner Bank as that bite continues. Boats out of 20 seconds through landing continue to run. The Freedom, the Amigo, the Pride has been all over it. San Diego-based boats have been all over it. Remember, rockfish season is going to close here on January the 1st, but San Diego-based boats will run down to Colonette at that point in time, and they will fish rockfish and yellowtail and do really well. However, I explained to you, they have a dilemma right now, and the dilemma is a good one. Do I go down the beach and catch rockfish and possibly some yellowtail, or do I go back to the bank and start catching more bluefin tuna? What a problem to have. It really is great. Great stuff here in December of 22 as we get ready to move into 23. My lucky number. I can't wait. That is going to be one heck of a great year. All right, Leland's going to have a bait rod out and be throwing the iron. So he is all over this, man. He's got me excited now. I don't know whether to cut this off and go get my rod or what. He's admonishing me to do just that. Along the beaches here, and I'm talking 1/2 and 3/4 day, it is mostly shallow water rockfish. The Victory had almost limits of sheep's head for their anglers yesterday at a Long Beach sport fishing. That's some pretty good shooting. The Monte Carlo has been doing well on the rockfish. Remember, January 1st, fini, it's over. So get out and take advantage of it while you can. And while I'm on the subject of the Monte Carlo, January the 6th is going to be a big day at 22nd Street Landing. If you have some kids that you want to take fishing, send me a text before it's all over because we're almost full on the Monte Carlo. January the 6th is a Friday. We'll be leaving that morning back in around noontime, and then we have a little celebration at the landing itself. So whether you can make that morning trip or you're just coming down for the celebration, we're going to serve hot dogs. We're going to have some maybe like a touch tank where kids can learn about the ocean's environment. I'm going to try to talk Eddie Leland into coming and doing a knot tying seminar for all of you. It's going to be a great day, a lot of fun. Definitely going to want to be there January the 6th. Send me a text if you want on that trip, however, and that trip is on us. Here's what we're asking. If you can afford to buy some raffle tickets when we get back in, great. If you can't, come on out and enjoy a special time with the kids. This is a great trip for those of you who may be struggling a little bit. No one's going to ask you for, hey, how many raffle tickets do you buy? You're out of here. None of that, okay? You're going to go fishing with your kids, your grandkids, have a really nice morning, and then come in, eat a hot dog, have some fun, buy a raffle ticket, don't buy a raffle ticket, whatever it is you want to do. 657-227-6459, and that will get you all caught up on that. So keep that in mind, my friends. All right, what else can I tell you? Oh, islands. I should start you down there. San Martin we covered. Todos Santos rockfish, Coronado's rockfish, just pretty much rockfish everywhere. There has been yachts catching sea bass and halibut at Santa Barbara Island as well as Catalina Island. So those are a couple of venues available to you if you're a private boater that have been good. And that squid is everywhere. And of course, that's a magnet for predators, sea bass, halibut, yellowtail, all kinds of stuff move in on that squid, gorge themselves on that squid, including, as you have heard earlier today, bluefin tuna. So once again, we are looking at some really great springtime fishing next year. I'm projecting out, and I think that Channel Island area is going to be just awash with white sea bass. It's hard to get a spot on boats like the Endeavor up there out of Ventura Sport Fishing, so you may want to start thinking about that right now. Good rockfish at all the islands. Up to Morro Bay, there's good rockfish up there in that neck of the woods also, as it has been really, really good. All right, how could it be a better morning? The sun is just starting to come up. It's gorgeous. It's going to start to get a little warmer. We're on the high tide. Eddie Leland with a barred perch. It doesn't get any better. Hey, you want to say goodbye to everybody with me? Are you cold?
A little bit.
That tea warm you up at all?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Had a great time, and we're going to finish off the morning with 2 more perch, I promise.
Yeah, and a yellowfin croaker. All right. Hey, thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on the morning briefing. It is always a pleasure to be with you all. Don't forget, send me a text, hit that like button, and I hope to see you really, really soon. Merry Christmas.
This is not a translator. I'm going to let her introduce herself to you.
I'm Desiree.
Oh my God. Holy shit. I'm so happy. Oh my God. Phil, how the hell did you do this?
I'm so happy.